aqui ao lado será transmitida também a cerimônia. Então, quem
We're
não
going
conseguir
to have the ceremony,
sentado
and
aqui, pode seguir para
if
um
you do
outro
not
auditório
find a
para
seat
acompanhar a
in this
cerimônia.
auditorium, you can go to the next one or the next door one so that you can follow our ceremony.
Rosa morena, onde vais, morena rosa? Com essa rosa no cabelo e esse olhar de moça prosa. Morena.
Olá, boa tarde. Com muita alegria informamos que a
We
nona
are
edição do
very
Prêmio
joyful
Nacional
to
de
inform
Inovação
that
vai
the
acontecer
ninth edition of
presencialmente.
the
Transmitiremos a cerimônia ao
National
vivo
Award
pela
of Innovation will
plataforma
start in a few
PNI.
minutes. We're going to
Pedimos a
have it
todos que
live on the
acomodem em seus
YouTube
lugares,
channel of
coloquem seus
CNI.
telefones
Please take your
ou
seats.
celular no modo silencioso para que
Put
possamos
your
dar início
phones
ao
on
evento.
silent mode so that we can start our event, please.
Dentro de cada de nós existe projeto de futuro, uma vontade de dar passo adiante e testar o significado do impossível. Vivemos em mundo cada vez mais conectado.
This is
aí
an
que
increasingly
inovar
connected
deixa de
world. This
ser
is where
escolha
innovation is no
passa a
longer
ser
a choice
compromisso com
and
nosso
becomes
futuro.
a commitment to our future.
Futuro verde,
Green,
sustentável
sustainable, and
que será
productive future
construído
that
por
will be
ecossistemas
built
criativos,
by creative
pesquisadores e
ecosystems,
empreendedores.
researchers, and
E é por
entrepreneurs.
isso que o
And
Prêmio
this is why
Nacional de
the
Inovação é
National
tão
Innovation Award
importante.
is so
Só neste ano
important.
tivemos
And this year we had
1.451 inscrições e nada menos do
1,451
que
registrations
59 finalistas.
and
São
59
1.165
runner-ups,
empresas,
1,165
107 ecossistemas e
companies, 107 ecosystems, 179
maior
researchers.
premiação
The
de inovação do
greatest
país,
innovation
cheia
award
de
in the
mostra
country
na prática
honors
que
those
dá
that
para
show in
transformar
practice that
desafios
we
em
can turn
soluções com
challenges
impacto
into
global.
solutions with a
Aqui a gente
global impact.
reconhece aqueles que
Here,
provam
we
que é
acknowledge those
possível.
that prove that it is possible.
Hoje é dia de
Today
celebrar o
is a
hoje,
day to
homenageando
celebrate
aqueles
today,
cuja
honoring
criatividade
those
e
whose
esforço
creativity and
transformaram o
efforts
futuro.
will transform the
Vamos
future.
comemorar as
Let us
conquistas
celebrate
daqueles
the
que ousaram
accomplishments of
caminhar na
those that
direção do
were bold
desconhecido.
enough
Aqui
to
estamos,
follow
afinal,
the path of the
reunidos para
unknown. We are
juntos
actually
cantar,
gathered here
para
this
exaltar
afternoon
quem transforma a
to
ciência em algo
honor those that
extraordinário.
turn science
Sejam
into
todos muito
something
bem-vindos e bem-vindas
extraordinary.
à nona
Welcome
edição
to
do
the
Prêmio
ninth edition
Nacional
of
de
the National
Inovação.
Innovation Award.
Sabe o que significa pensar mundo
You know what it
sustentável?
means to think about a sustainable world? It means to rethink the world. Just as when the industry creates, it recreates and reuses and it's reinvented. A conscious industry does not only create new products, it recreates solutions. It rethinks about education to create new professionals for the industry, reinvents work to create more opportunities, recreates technology to create a new industry, reformulates relations to create more development, because the true transformation is to create a new mindset, a new way of doing, a remaking, a new path that takes to the well-being of all, and where you move amidst nature, a pathway that takes to the future, having a stronger and greener industry. Industry creates and recreates every day. But when we know when the topic is create and recreating, there's no better expert than nature itself. Industry creates and recreates. Industry is more.
Muito boa tarde.
Good
Começa agora
afternoon.
a
We
cerimônia
now
de
start the
premiação da
ceremony
nona
of
edição do
the
Prêmio Nacional de
National
Inovação,
Innovation
a
Award,
principal
the ninth
premiação de
ceremony, the
inovação
main
do país.
innovation
Estamos também
award
ao vivo
ceremony in the
pelo
country.
canal
We're
do
live
Inovação
on
da
the
Indústria
National Confederation of
e hoje
Industry
vamos
channel on
conhecer e
YouTube.
aplaudir
And
as
today we're going to
empresas,
know and
os
applaud the
ecossistemas
companies, the
e os
ecosystems,
pesquisadores
and
mais
the researchers that are
inovadores do
most
Brasil.
innovative in Brazil.
A principal premiação de
The
inovação do país
main
é a
innovation award in
iniciativa
the
da
country is an
Conferência
initiative
Empresarial pela
of the
Inovação, MEI,
Innovation Mobilization
a Confederação
Initiative
Nacional das
May
Indústrias
has
também,
as
e os
supporters the
registros
National
brasileiros
Confederation
de
of
apoio
Industry
às
and the Brazilian
micro e pequenas empresas,
Service to
SEBRAE.
support micro
Conta
and
com apoio e
small companies.
realização do
SEBRAE
Serviço
counts with the
Social da Indústria,
co-realization
SEI,
social
do
service of
Serviço Nacional
industry,
de
the
Aprendizagem
National
Social,
Service of
SENAI,
Industrial
do
Learning,
Instituto
SENAI,
Evaldo
and the
Lodge,
Evaldo
IEL,
Lodge
e o
Institute,
Ministério da Ciência,
IEL, and
Tecnologia e
the Ministry of
Inovação,
Science,
MCTI.
Technology,
São
Innovation,
os nossos
MCTI.
apoios
with the following institutional supports: INPI, National Institute of Industrial Property, OCB System, Organization of Brazilian Cooperatives, CONSECTI, National Council of State Secretaries for Science, Technology, and Innovation Affairs, EMBRAPI, the Brazilian Company for Industrial Research and Innovation, BNDES, the National Bank for Economic and Social Development. Welcome, everyone. You make the innovation of this country. In this ninth edition of the award, we reached a significant milestone of participation and diversity of initiatives aimed at innovation in Brazil. In all, there were 1,451 registrations, bringing together 1,165 companies, 107 innovation ecosystems, and 179 researchers from different regions of our country. After the evaluation process, 59 finalists were selected and are now distributed among the award categories. Everyone very anxious here with great expectations to know who the winners are of every category. Those projects represent initiatives that transform knowledge into concrete solutions, strengthening competitiveness, technology, and the development of Brazilian industry. The initiative aims to recognize and encourage successful innovation and innovation management efforts by companies and innovation ecosystems, and also innovative researchers who work on one or more research projects, also of development and innovation in companies. All entries or registrations have been evaluated according to the awards evaluation methodology, built and updated based on the most important studies and success cases in innovation in the world. To welcome you on this very special day, we're pleased to welcome here on stage the hosts of our award ceremony, the president of the National Confederation of Industry, Ricardo Alban, and the technical director of the Brazilian Micro and Small Business Support Service, SEBRAE, Bruno Quick.
Convidamos agora o presidente da CNI, Ricardo Alban, para que faça o seu pronunciamento.
Boa tarde. Ainda ninguém jantou, então vou ficar no boa tarde, tá certo? Primeiro eu quero pedir desculpas ao evento.
First, I'd like to apologize to the event, the organizers, the audience, the innovators, for not having been able to participate at the opening yesterday, but certainly we have been very well represented. I've heard that our conductor has been very important. I am forgiven for having had a very moving opening and playful even. I'd like to greet. I'm going to start with our dear friend Bruno, representing SEBRAE, a partner here. Accomplice. I like to use this word, accomplice, not only at work and institutionally. I like to use it at home and in companies. Who doesn't like to be an accomplice at home with the partner, with children? And it's great to have this at work. And it means much more commitment with the deliveries, with the results, and with efficiency. And Bruno, SEBRAE, I feel you are our accomplice so that we can do more and better with increasingly less. Thank you for being with us. I'd like to thank all the supporters, the Ministry of Science and Technology, MCTI, represented by Daniel Gomes de Almeida. Thank you, Daniel, our dear friend. I am being redundant here, our accomplice at SESI, the National Board of SESI, Fausto, with a lot of joint partnerships. Our FINEP Innovation Director, Elias, always partner, and we're here, our partnership. I'll never be happy. I always want more and more, you know? The research that is honored, Tatiana Sampaio, an innovator. Where is Tatiana?
Eu já ouvi falar de você em verso e prosa, viu? Vamos ver se
I
agora o prêmio
heard
surgiu aí
about
para
you
você.
in
Nosso querido amigo também,
verses.
Odilon da
And
Costa Filho, aqui
that's
da Cristália.
Odilon
Parabéns,
Costa
Odilon.
Filho from Cristália.
Os finalistas
Congratulations,
do Prêmio Nacional
Odilon.
de
The
Inovação, vão ser
finalists,
aqui 23
of
prêmios a serem
the
entregues
National Innovation
aos
Award. We're
presidentes de
going to have
federações e aos
23
presidentes de
awards, the
indústrias. Aí eu vou
presidents of
notar,
the
notar alguns
federations.
aqui. O
I
Jamal,
fear
da
mentioning some
Federação do
that
Distrito
may not be
Federal,
here.
José
Jamal from
Fernandes,
the
Santa
Federal
Catarina,
District, from
nossos companheiros aqui
from
do
Santa Catarina,
CNI,
our colleagues from CNI.
também o
We
Amaro,
also have Amaro,
Campanholo, me perdoe se eu não
Campagnolo.
citar nomes, mas tem
Apologies if
problema.
there
Também meus
are
ex-companheiros
others
aqui, em
here.
nome do
Mentioning names is a
do Brasil
problem.
de
So
Fato, empresários e
I
empresárias,
greet
nosso amigo
all the
Luquezzi.
business people here and our
Prêmio
friend
Inovação.
Lucchese, my dear friends. Innovation. People say it's the note
Forma de sentar e
discourse. We innovate in the way we
falar e
sit, in the way we speak, and
Mas sabe o
everything.
que é que me preocupa
But you
quando
know
falo de
what worries
inovação
me when we talk
tecnologia?
about innovation
Os
and
jovens, né?
technology? The
Porque eles
youngsters
são a verdadeira
youth
fonte
are the
da
true
inovação,
source of innovation.
com cabeças novas, com
With
pensamentos
new
novos, forma
minds
de
and
enxergar,
ideas, ways of
motivações diferentes.
viewing things with
Eles
different
são a nossa
motivations,
verdadeira
they are
fonte
true
de
source
inovação,
of innovation,
desprendimento,
of
de
detachment,
ruptura do
and
status quo.
disruption of the
Isso que nos
status
preocupa.
quo.
Se a
And
gente
this is
conseguir
what
botar isso no
concerns us.
YouTube para que
That's why
próximo
we
desse
wanted to
veículo
have it on
circular,
YouTube, so
e a
live, so
premiação
that all the
ela faz
youngsters could
parte
see
desse
us. And
conceito.
this
Às vezes a gente
award
fica muito
is
preocupado
part
em
of this concept.
discriminar ou
Sometimes we're
querer
worried about,
incentivar
giving
novos
awards,
desafios,
discriminating,
novos sucessos.
creating, inhibiting new
Tem muitos
challenges. I
países
don't see it like
inovadoras para
that.
estimular a
Many
competição,
countries use the
para todo
culture
mundo se
of
capacitar
stimulating
e
competition.
competir,
It cannot be
ser
rational, but
reconhecido e
competing
premiado.
and being
Eu
acknowledged
entendo
and
que isso
awarded. I
só
understand that
alavanca
this
a
only
vontade de querer mais,
leverages
a
the
vontade de
willingness to
persistir,
want
a vontade
more,
de
to
chegar lá.
persist, and
E é dessa
to
forma que eu
getting
vejo essa
there. And this is
premiação,
how
não
I
apenas
see
como
an
um reconhecimento,
award,
mas um
not only as
estímulo
a
para que
recognition,
se
an acknowledgement,
continue
and a
em busca,
stimulus or an
continue
encouragement
se
so that you keep
acreditando.
on seeking and
Inovação,
believing.
tecnologia, a MEI
Innovation,
é uma
technology,
inovação,
may
e é uma
is an
inovação aqui do
innovation.
Brasil, uma homenagem
May
aos
is an
fundadores,
innovation, a
com o Instituto
tribute to
Prefeito de
founders
Fortaleza,
being
você
present
continuando com
here.
essa
Once again, I'm not
coordenação, se deve ao
mentioning
Pedro
names.
Wonchowski,
Coordination is
e
very
os
much,
vários outros que participaram.
the merit of Pedro
E eu também,
Wonchowski,
um outro lado
the
que é com nossa
entrepreneurial mobilization for
empresarial,
innovation. We have a new
foca
movement,
e
business
volta os
entrepreneurial
tamanduates de
mobilization for
saúde.
health,
É
seeking
tão
the
importante para a
complex of
indústria,
health that is
como é
so important
importante para a
for
inovação e
the
como é
industry, for
importante para a
innovation, and
realidade
also
que
for
todos
the
estamos vivendo
reality
e,
that all
infelizmente, o Brasil
countries experience, and
está
unfortunately
convivendo esse
Brazil as
momento
well,
precoce,
that has
está com taxa de
early
natalidade
aging
abaixo, de um
birth
país em
rates
desenvolvimento,
below
e que
what is
certamente a
expected in a
saúde vai ser
developing
um item
country, and
bastante
certainly
preocupante,
healthcare will be
inovador
an
e
item of concern
tecnologicamente
and
dinâmico.
innovative and
Aí a gente
technologically
criou,
dynamic.
através da
This
SESI,
is why
o
we
Movimento de
created
Health para a
via
Saúde,
SESI
MES,
the
que
entrepreneurial
serve a todos e a
mobilization
todos,
for
mas a gente já
health
tem uma boa trilha, que
with
é a
a good
terceira lei,
experience
que
that has a
hoje
go
é a
track of
grande
May
inspiradora
that is a
para
great
esse
inspiring
congresso de
force for
inovação e
this
tecnologia. Eu
Innovation
quero
and
agradecer a
Technology
todos que estão aqui
Conference. I'd like
presentes,
to thank you
agradecer
all
mais uma vez os
for your
nossos
presence.
apoiadores, mais
Once
uma
again,
vez o
our
Sebrae,
supporters,
e que a gente
Sebrae,
sempre possa
and
estar estimulando. Se hoje são
we
20
hope that we
prêmios,
can always encourage. Well, we
vamos
have
pensar em quanto
20
mais prêmios,
awards,
quanto mais
so
diversidade
the more the
maior, nós
better, the
conseguimos
more
imaginar
diversified,
pela
the
própria
better.
dinâmica
We
de
can imagine the
inovar,
dynamics of
quantas
innovating,
inovações vamos ter para
how
demandar
many
mais
innovations we're going to
setores,
have
mais
to
ideias,
serve
mais
more
ideias,
industries, more
mas
ideas, more
entregas.
awards, more
O que é
deliveries.
importante da
What
inovação e da
matters in
tecnologia
innovation and
é
technology
que ela
is
venha
that
para a
it should
realidade, na
be
prática,
here to
sustentável
be
e que nós possamos,
real
com isso,
and sustainable
melhorar a nossa
and put in
competitividade,
practice so that we
porque
can
melhorando nossa
improve our
competitividade,
competitiveness. If we
nós
improve our
vamos poder melhorar a produtividade
competitiveness, we
e aí
can
sim
improve
ter a
productivity
discussão
and then
séria
have the
como
serious
deve
discussion
ser, como
as it
precisa
should
ser
happen,
e como queremos fazer
must
na
be, and
jornada de
as we
trabalho,
want to do on the
com
work
bases e
journeys.
premissas que sejam
So
racíveis
basis
e que nos
and
transmitam
assumptions that
efetivamente
are
conquista. Conquista é
attainable,
aquilo que a
that
gente garante
it is
sustentável
turned into an
para sempre
accomplishment
ou
that we want to
para um
be
futuro que nós decidimos
sustainable
enxergar.
forever,
Com
for a
isso, nós
future that we
queremos
can envisage.
quem
This is
não gostaria
what
de
we
ter aqui,
want.
é um
Who
tema
wouldn't like to
relevante,
have
que
here?
está
It's an
sempre
important
sendo colocado
topic
para a pauta,
that is
mas
always brought to the
definitivamente
agenda, but
não é um tema para
certainly
ser discutido em
not a
em
topic to
um
be
momento
discussed
eleitoral,
during election period be discussed in with other types of external pressure that will not help us build the Brazil we want to have. Who doesn't want to have quality of life? Everyone, entrepreneurs, even those at May, above anything else, is a worker. Many of the entrepreneurs came as labor force. And for those at May, for those, there is no limit in terms of workload. COVID showed that a lot. We have the great saying that says, if you insist, you're going to get there. So you're going to get there. But COVID has shown us that any citizen who has more free time consumes more. What is the productive sector that doesn't want consumption to increase? But it has to be sustainable. We are not in favor, anyhow, of discussing the work journey. Not at all. But it has to be done in a reasonable way at a timely moment. How long have we discussed tax reform? Do we have the ideal one? Approved? No. How long have we discussed the labor reform? Is it being emptied? Perhaps yes, perhaps not. How long do we have to take to discuss the new need of the Social Security reform? We're going to discuss something so important in a hasty way. Doesn't make sense. I should take the opportunity. Of course, I don't want to create any kind of controversy. I want to bring emotional intelligence to a debate that is decisive to provide our level of competitiveness, to encourage innovation, technology to gain necessary productivity. So this is the basis of this topic. This is a day for us to party. We hope to vibrate with everything. Well, we have disruptive innovators in health, and we hope to have good things always. We have both of you in healthcare. We have, the master, so that we can have Mass, a partner of May in the area of healthcare. So we have our friend Bruno Puig, and thank you all very much for being with us. In a very brief way, I'd like to greet all of you present, to thank of you for your participation, for devoting your time. To do the work you do requires a lot of time, investment, talent. You have a lot. We know it is actually swimming against the current, doing things on a basic way. You are an entrepreneur in the industry, you know what the struggle is like. But running a business in an innovative way, the level of difficulty is even greater. But I'd like to say that, first of all, we would like to thank, on behalf of Sebrae, this partner or accomplice that is CNI in the leadership of our President Alban, our board member as well. I say that we are first careful to honor this expectation of being an accomplice. It's easy to say that we're together and not, walking our talk. We are together. Yesterday, we launched together Juntos pela Indústria. This is a movement together for industry. We take everything that we have in articulation with the industry system, getting to the federations in the states where companies are, and we make the lives of industrial entrepreneurs easier. We get together to make their lives easier. And we want to add to this. First, I would like to thank you on behalf of Sebrae institutionally for agreeing to take this additional step in our relationship. We actually, the industry systems and NICE, SEL, IL, the board, is so important for us to take a step further and build a program that is really bold. And the award is part of this set of initiatives, so important that it hits a record this year. I'd like to greet some friends that have been mentioned by President Álvaro Prati from Embrapi. We're partners, and partners subsidizing innovation. The Senai Innovation Institutes are part of this network. Many of them in Bahia, Cimatec, so famous, has inspired those systems, has access to those labs, to the science, thanks to the support we've given. Danielle, who's also in healthcare, a neuroscientist, if I'm not mistaken. We'd like to greet you, Secretary, you and your colleagues, Elia from FINEP, and other board members, Jamal from the Federation of Industries, Itamar, Adriana, who's also from the innovation ecosystem. Today, finalists, right, from Viçosa, producing products of high quality, and our researcher, Tatiana Sampaio, along with the Cristália Lab, Ujilon, its president. It clarifies the vision that we have. It's to combine science to industry. Those that have knowledge generates innovation with those that add value to the economy of any country. You have brought this up. It's a spite of CNI. It's a mistake for us to think that Brazil, any country, can bypass industry. What adds value is shortening productive chains, is being closer to a country that is responsible for the food security in the planet. If we have no industry to add value, the profile of income doesn't change, the society profile doesn't change, and development profile doesn't change either. So I wanted to acknowledge industry and say that Brazil, even though there are criticisms
in relation to, for example, education, Brazil has federal institutes and several other municipal and state initiatives. Universities have grown significantly in Brazil in the recent past, and this is what's making the new world possible. We've started to offer scholarships, so instead of just publishing their studies, they can now file patents. So with development comes wealth. And in the Northeast, 8% of the Brazilian startups were founded. 5 years later, 25% of the Brazilian startups were located in the Northeast. We have science, we have the ability to respond quickly in the Northeast. So we have so many examples, but over 1,400 candidates appeared, and you are setting the tone. You are setting the examples. Young people now look up to you and try to solve real problems that will generate wealth and promote sustainable development. So, in this innovation award, I would like to congratulate the organizers and please count on my support. Thank you very much, President, for being this partner in crime. Thank you so much. And let's go with it.
Agradecemos ao diretor técnico do Sebrae.
We thank Mr. Bruno Quick and also Mr. Ricardo Alban for their words, and we kindly ask them to remain on stage because we're going to start the ceremony. And of course, we have a lot of expectation. So let's start with a special moment. The National Innovation Award is also a space for acknowledging the people and organizations that, with their talent, persistence, and vision, are expanding the frontiers of knowledge and are helping build a more innovative Brazil. In this edition, we pay tribute to two references in science, research, and technology development in the country. We highlight the strength of women in science, a woman researcher who represents talent, rigor, sensitivity, and determination. It's a pathway that inspires new generations and paves the way for more women to occupy spaces of protagonism in innovation. It is about the commitment to excellence, the dedication to innovation, and the ability to transform knowledge into solutions. To receive this honor, we now invite researcher Tatiana Sampaio and the Vice President of the Institutional Relations of the Cristália Laboratory, Mr. Odilon da Costa Filho.
Acompanhe um vídeo, por favor.
Quem poderia imaginar que em nosso
Please
tempo
roll
de
the
vida
video.
iríamos
Who
presenciar
could have
algo como
imagined
uma
that
pessoa
we
ser
would
curada de uma lesão
witness a
cervical?
person being healed from a spinal cord injury? Diogo fell and became quadriplegic. And he could have stayed so for the rest of his life, except for one reason. He's Brazilian, and here we have state-of-the-art science. I could move my right foot. I was able to contract my muscles. And he received the treatment developed by Tatiana Sampaio, a professor from UFRJ, in collaboration with Cristália. And Mrs. Sampaio became famous worldwide because of her studies on polyalamine. She received support from the Cristália lab, who filed for the patent and was key for the development of this new technology. So now many people could have their movement and motion restored. This is the result of study and entrepreneurship.
A homenagem a Tatiana Sampaio será
The
entregue.
tribute to Mrs. Tatiana Sampaio will be delivered by the president of CNI, Ricardo Alban, and the tribute to Cristália will be delivered by the technical director of Sebrae Nacional, Mr. Bruno Quick.
Parabéns aos homenageados. Convidamos
Congratulations to the honorees. And now we invite our guests to say their words of thanks.
Tatiana Sampaio e Odilon da Costa.
Please, Mrs. Tatiana Sampaio and Mr. Odilon da Costa Filho.
Bom, ontem eu fiquei nervosa de subir nesse palco, hoje eu tô
Well,
mais ainda.
yesterday I was so nervous because I had to speak to an audience, and today I'm even more so because I wasn't expecting to get an award. I'm feeling deeply touched. Something I feel is that in São Paulo, everybody loves me. So this makes me very happy. So I'm really taken with emotion because I think that along my years of work, I not always received the acknowledgement. I had to overcome some barriers, but with persistence, I really was able to succeed and move forward. But now when I look at when I watch the video and I look at the audience, after everything I heard, I really feel that it was worthwhile. And I would like to thank all of you for this award. Thank you so much.
Nós somos cariocas, 2 beijinhos.
Okay.
Senhoras e senhores,
Ladies and gentlemen,
será que dá para sentir a emoção que nós estamos sentindo nesse momento?
I wonder if you could feel the same emotion that has taken hold of us. It's true emotion. So my first word, on behalf of my founder, I'm the VP of Cristália Lab, but you've seen his photo on the screen. He is the man, our CEO, who believes in innovation. President, you were talking about prose and verse. When I look at the word innovation, what I see in it is an anthem that, we sing every day in verse and prose. In innovation, I see multiplication of life, just like in an egg, and I see also action, the action of the entire group that is, of course, being now awarded for their innovation. And if I may, two more comments. Firstly, this is the result of a partnership. In my view, there are two types of partnership. We have partnerships that, of course, sometimes are misspelled, but with Cristália, partnerships are for real. I think that's really what it means. And now, a fortunate coincidence, our motto at the company is always one step ahead. Get it? One step ahead. Okay. Thank you.
Agradecemos a Tatiana, o Odilon.
We thank Mrs. Sampaio and Odilon. I think that, we all share the same emotional state because Odilon, as he expressed, it's through the partnership that we can make ideas into realities. Thank you. When we say that this is something that has a good outlook for the future, we see that we have a strong basis because we're not thinking only of the present. And when we talk about the future of the planet, having this mindset is necessary. Small businesses live by these principles. So when we say that there's a lot of future for this business, what we mean is that a technology that gives a contribution back really is about the future. The standing forest is also about the future. There are people who understand that to survive, they have to coexist. And there is a future because we have people who care. So small businesses are the way to the future. And now we would like to invite the Secretary of Technological Development and Innovation at MCTI, Mr. Daniel Gomes de Almeida, for his words.
Boa tarde a todos e todas.
Good afternoon to everyone. It is really an honor to be standing here before this audience. Everyone feeling so excited and representing our minister and President Lula, not only because we're celebrating the National Innovation Award, which is the most important laureate given in the area of innovation in Brazil, but because by walking through the corridors, I would just shake hands, say hello, greet people, and this really represents what our president Ricardo Ban and our colleague Bruno Quick. This is a sign that the cooperation between institutions and also orchestration of efforts really makes the difference in the country and makes the country advance. That's why we need to celebrate everything that we're celebrating now. We're giving awards to the efforts and to the persistence of researchers. I think that Dr. Tatiana Sampaio is really a symbol because for scientists, uncertainty is the only certainty. We never know when we're going to take the next step, and there will be always somebody challenging our goals. Humans are persistent, and this is a quality that is inherent to innovation. Those who got this far are the ones who were able to be persistent, because being persistent for long enough necessarily will yield results. And this is what creates innovation that is transforming in nature. We are acknowledging now the companies who believe in persistence and the researchers and people that within these organizations are persisting and talking to other people to make it happen. So it's really important now that we have a government that maintains an open dialogue with industry. At the federal government, one of our pillars is the new Brazilian industry. We adopt a strategy that will promote a new industrialization phase in Brazil. We are creating a new economy and generating social impact based on the rebuilding of Brazilian industry. And the fact that we are hand in hand with the Confederation of Industries is really a sign of that. We have the 6 missions that we are pursuing, and we are fully committed evermore. And by the way, we have here FINEP represented by the Director of Innovation, Mr. Elias Ramos. So we have several projects in alignment with this principle of the new Brazilian industry. All 6 missions are being contemplated in the expenditures of MCTI. This is an area that was suffering from a severe lack of funding, and in 3 years, 23, 24, and 25, I think that, not even 20 BRL were left in cash. It's just because we are really committed to create a new industrial policy. We're using other public policies such as credit and grants, both through FINEP and MRP, and also tax breaks are being offered. So this is a mammoth task because we want our main instrument of support through tax breaks is working as it should with legal security and transparency. And the name of that is the law of thing or the law of good. So we were able to solve the issues around, such as a lack of clarity and transparency and the lack of legal security. And we are working with persistence and innovating, even using AI. If you check out our portal, you see that there are explanations on the meaning of this act, and also, support so that you can submit your projects. So we want this as a relevant piece of public policy making, and we need to show that it does work. That's why we have created, in partnership with CNI, we have created a new category in this award. Now we have the category of innovation within the umbrella of the welfare law or the law of what's good. We want to address future problems, and this takes not only tracking, but monitoring and following up on each of the projects, and also assessing impacts, because the awards should be given to those deserving. This category involves 4,250 companies that subscribe to this program. And this is yet another reason why we have this category. We still need to work on convincing more companies to use this subsidy. We have companies today that could potentially benefit from this law, and according to estimates, more 100,000 companies will change their tax regime, and as such will be able to participate in this tax scheme. And for that, we need to have innovation as an essential strategy for improving the quality of Brazilian products and services. We want Brazilian products to become more competitive, not only within our borders, but also internationally. So once again, I express my gratitude to FINEP, Embrapi, Emprotec, and all of the partners, such as CNI and SEBRAE, all of the hands we have shaken in our daily struggle in the Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation. We want our technology and science to become ever more powerful, because we have the people who can make it happen. And of course, Dr. Tatiana Sampaio is a symbol of that. We need to continue to set the tone, so that, it's the tone that's going to make the whole world dance to our samba.
We'd like to thank the Secretary of Technological Development and Innovation of MCTI, Daniel Gomes Almeida, is staying on stage because he's going to hand the award to the first category. Before we proceed, we have to highlight an important initiative of this edition. The INPI, the Industrial Property Institute, is joining the team as institutional support, contributing to the development and awards of our finalists. Along this process, we had a collective mentorship with experts from INPI, with all the finalists of the award, and this journey goes on. INPI will also offer individualized mentoring for finalist institutions that wish to deepen their projects and continue the work started. An initiative that reinforces the purpose of this award, not only to acknowledge or recognize, but to boost innovation in Brazil. Now let's move on to the big time, the announcement of the winners of the 9th edition of the National Innovation Award. We're all waiting for. We start with the category, the innovation law of the good, Lei do Bem. They recognize companies that transform investment in research and development into concrete results for the country, using the incentives provided for the law of the good to accelerate technology, competitiveness, and sustainable growth. As the Secretary very well put to us, they are organizations that structure innovation as a strategy and make legislation an instrument to advance, generate value, and strengthen Brazilian industry. The award is going to be handed by the Secretary of Technological Development and Innovation of MCTI, Daniel Almeida Filho. Let's move on to the competitors of this award. Let's see on the screen who are our finalists. National Innovation Award of 2026, category Innovation Law of the Good, mid-sized companies. Finalists: AgroSystem, Exacrom, Medical Sun, and here, this is our Oscar Award of Innovation.
Conhecemos os nossos finalistas.
Now we know our finalists or our nominees and who's the great winner of innovation, law of the good mid-sized companies. AgroSystem.
Para receber essa categoria, recebemos aqui no palco.
And to receive this category, we invite to stage the representative from AgroSystem, Arthur de Paula Ferreira.
Parabéns.
Congratulations.
Nós vamos seguir e no
final we'll move on, and at the end, we're going to have a time of speech and official picture. Congratulations. Now we continue with the award for large companies. National Award of 2026, category Law of the Good. Big size companies finalists, Kazan, Natura, and Suzano. So we have our finalists and nominees on screen, and the winner is in the category of large companies that love the good, Natura.
E para receber essa categoria, recebemos aqui no
to receive this category award, we welcome on stage Manuel Rios, representative of Natura.
Parabéns, e vamos ouvir rapidamente.
Congratulations. Let's briefly listen to each one of them, and we're going to have an official picture, starting with the category of large companies. Well, thank you very much. Apologies for my Portuguese. I'm still learning it. I hope to be clear to us at Natura. In our history, we've learned that innovation is the solution, science, technology, and nature. Through the law of the good and the incentives, we bring innovation that are very relevant to the market, not only thinking about sustainability and regeneration, and also bringing products that are very competitive, superior, bringing better customer experience. This is an invitation to all of you to work together on this journey, bringing better products, better experiences, and an impact to industry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Manuel. 30 seconds for Arthur from AgroSystem. Well, I am very happy, certainly at this moment at AgroSystem. Everybody's celebrating. It's an honor to receive this award, so important and relevant. Another show of strength of innovation in the Brazilian agribusiness. I'd like to thank our founder, Carlos Henrique. He is here and very happy for being a pioneer, for being so courageous. Our board man, Paul Herman, for the teachings, for the guidance, and also FINEP, MCTI, whose support has been key to complete this project. I'd like to thank all our management, Isadora, representing here for managers and senior managers, engineers, all the associates of AgroSystem, showing that once again, innovation is done with teamwork. And those people have been able to transform things, ideas into achievements. And especially, I'd like to thank the rural growers and producers, because it is moving, because you get up before the sun with daily uncertainties and sweating and hurting your hands. You fight and win every day to feed the world. This topic is for you, and this is for you that we exist. Thank you very much, and success to all of you. Thank you. Congratulations to winners and nominees. Before we move on with the awards, it's important to highlight a point of this edition and various finalist projects. The development of solutions counted on the support of the local innovation agents that are grant receivers that encourage companies to transform ideas into concrete results. Therefore, whenever there is the participation of one of those agents in the project, we invite the local innovation agent to take this to the stage alongside with the representative of the winning project to participate in this moment of recognition. After all, it's a procedure. This may happen in the categories of small-sized businesses and innovation ecosystems. To hand the trophies to the winners of this first highlight, we invite to the stage the president of the Federation of Federal District and actually president of the SEBRAE board, Jamal Jorge Bittar, and the head of the Department of Innovation, BNDES, Mauricio Neves.
Vamos iniciar com a categoria
We're going to start with the category Entrepreneurial Researcher. Let's recognize the work of researchers who shed light on the way to innovation with their dedication to the research. Let's go to the nominees of the Small Business Entrepreneurial Researcher on the screen. National Innovation Award 2026, category Entrepreneurial Researcher, Small Businesses. Finalists: Yara Mendes Maciel, Nanoterra; Itamir de Moraes Barroca Filho, NUT; Maria Beatriz da Rocha Veleirinho, Nanoscoping. So here we have our nominees, finalists, and the great winner of this category, Entrepreneurial Researcher Small Businesses, is Maria Beatriz da Rocha Veleirinho from Nanoscoping.
Para registrar essa conquista, temos o prazer de chamar ao
And
palco
to record this achievement, we are pleased to call to stage Maria Beatriz.
Prêmio Nacional de Inovação
National
2026.
Innovation Award 2026 category, Entrepreneurial Researcher, Mid-sized Companies. Finalists: Bettina Kiel Zanetti Ramos, Nanovetores; Josafá Rebouças, Ibel; Paulo José Coelho Canavese, Montreal.
no telão a nossa próxima premiação.
Big screen. So we have the next award, and the winner is
Josafá Rebouças.
Josafá Rebouças.
Para registrar essa conquista, temos a honra de receber ao palco o senhor
We are
Josafá.
honored to welcome to stage Mr. Josafá Rebouças.
É completo.
Complete outfit.
Vamos agora para a nossa próxima categoria, vez dos finalistas de
Now,
grandes empresas.
We have the nominees for large companies. National Innovation Award 2026, category Entrepreneurial Researcher for Large Companies. Finalist Bruna Giraldini, SIN Implant System. Carla Maria Sanchez Canaves de Paula Natura, Fábio Leandro Calderaro, Tutiplast. So now we know our nominees, and the winner in this category, Entrepreneurial Researcher for Large Companies, goes to Carla Maria Sanchez Canaves de Paula from Natura. I'd like to invite her to come up to the stage to receive the award.
Parabéns. E agora vamos ouvir rapidamente cada
Congratulations, and let's hear 30 seconds from each winner on the podium.
Já podem vir os três para cá, por favor?
Eu queria dizer que é uma
I
emoção
would
muito
like to
grande
say that it is really moving to be here to get this award of entrepreneurial researcher. I would like to thank very much the organization, CNI, Sebrae. I'd like to also thank from Natura all the people that have worked with me in the projects, helping make the innovation that we make and bring to our products, and say that I'm very lucky to work in a company where innovation is core, is one of its pillars, and we can focus on this every day. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank, in addition to Natura, my family, all the people that support me or have supported me along this journey. Thank you.
Por favor, já vem. Convido os dois já para ficarem perto aqui para a gente poder conseguir agilizar.
Obrigado. Bom, eu sou o Dr.
Well, I am Dr. Kaller. This is Lo, a blind child that wanted to be an artist, and we taught Lo to learn colors through the scents, smelling like strawberry, passion fruit, peppermint. This was born from a brilliant idea of my wife, Irene, and my son, Arthur Romeo, who were the inspiration for this project. I thank IBEL, the industry that unconditionally supported us, with Romulo Araruno, the Federation of Industry in the state of Ceará. ELO represents inclusive education because we want everyone to feel with their nose what the heart has always wanted. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to receive this award here, and I'd like to share all the Nanoscope team that every day go to the company that help to turn challenges into solutions. I'd like to thank my family, my partner Leticia, who from the beginning have believed in this dream with me, and innovation is persistence, dedication, collaboration every day. We'll continue to be firm and motivated in our mission to apply science of nanotechnology to an increasingly better world. Thank you. Congratulations. I'd like to invite you to take the official photo.
Parabéns mais uma vez.
Once again, congratulations. Now, let's move on to our next session of acknowledgements. We're talking about the category that recognizes the country's innovation ecosystems. In this category, we will get to know and reward innovation ecosystems that have evolved the most in the past 2 years and contribute to the development of innovative and disruptive businesses in the country. To hand the trophy to the winners, we invite to stage the Technical Director of SEBRAE from Sergipe State, Breno Barreto, the President of Federation of Industries of Santa Catarina State, Roberto Seleni, Director of Innovation from FINEP, Elias Ramos.
Começamos então com
We
os finalistas
start with the nominees among the small innovation ecosystems. National Innovation Award 2026 category. Innovation ecosystems in the small size modality. Finalists are SRI Gravataí, Norte Pioneiro, Vale do Seridó.
Conhecemos agora os finalistas.
Now we know the nominees, and the great winner of this category is SRI Norte Pioneiro.
Para receber o prêmio, convido ao palco Leandro de Azevedo Lima, representando o Sistema Regional de Inovação Norte Pioneiro, acompanhado da agente local de inovação,
Followed by the local agent, Carol Mendes de Souza.
E vamos já para a próxima categoria com os finalistas.
And let's continue with the next category with the medium-sized ecosystems. Ecosystems of innovation, medium-sized. The finalists are São Leopoldo, Southwest of Paraná, Viçosa Tech. So here we have our finalists, and now the grand winner of mid-size innovation ecosystems is the Southwest of Paraná. Please help me welcome Marcelo Rogério da Silva, accompanied by local innovation agents Michele Rodrigues and Anna Klein.
Temos aqui então o nosso premiado com as agências.
So here's the award winner with the agents. And now let's move to the large innovation ecosystems. Let's see the finalists. Innovation ecosystems, large-sized. And we have Station 43 Londrina, Farol Digital Florianópolis. Well, we even have some people rooting for them. And now the winner of the Innovation Ecosystems category, large, is Florianópolis. Let's welcome with me Juliano Pires, the Florianópolis representative.
Parabéns a todos os vencedores da categoria.
Congratulations to the winners of the Innovation Ecosystems category. Let's quickly listen to them. Right after that, we'll have the official photo, starting with large ecosystems. Well, this, our second time as winners, so Florianópolis is celebrating together with us. It's a time for rejoicing. We've been working tirelessly in the last 40 years, so we're feeling really honored. And in our city, they celebrate with us. I would like to mention our mayor, Mr. Topazio Neto. He is a great advocate and supporter of the work we do in Florianópolis, and a special mention to all entrepreneurs and the business community that makes part of this great ecosystem in Florianópolis. We have several friends and supporters with us, so it is a real honor for me to represent this vibrant city that today is a reference in technology for the entire country. I think we're right on track. Thank you very much. Two-time winners. We're very happy. Good afternoon to all. I'm so excited to be here because Southwest Paraná is an ecosystem that's turning 20 years. We're the first regional innovation ecosystem in the country. This is the result of the collective intelligence and the institutional intelligence that's been applied in our region for 20 years. I could not but mention some of the actors such as Sebrae Paraná and the South Regional Office. They are the basis driving innovation in our ecosystem. Sergio Colin is our regional manager. And I also must thank our learning institutions, Professor Marina, for example. Without them, we wouldn't have the most important pillar in the innovation chain, the people. This is the most important lever in our ecosystem. I also have to acknowledge the collaboration of our mayors and secretaries of science and innovation. They really made the difference with the policies they endorse, and that create conditions for the ecosystem to perform the best as we can. And we have our staff. They provide the documentation, they do all the heavy lifting, so we thank everyone. And let's continue to move forward because there's a lot more to come, a lot of hard work to come. Thank you. It's really thrilling to be here. This is our third time as finalists and our second award. This shows the strength of small municipalities. We are a group of 12 municipalities. We'll be 16 very soon, with 4 more that are joining our ecosystem. This shows that when innovation is put in the service of economic development and, the outcomes will come. Our ecosystem is now 10 years old, and on behalf of Sebrae and the state of Paraná, I also thank Mr. Odemar Capello. Today he is leaving Sebrae, but your name will be recorded. Please feel that you're, part of this. It was your pioneering work that helped us achieve this. Innovation focused on the growth of small municipalities. This is only possible when everybody joins efforts. So please feel represented. This is so important for the growth of the pioneering North. In our branding, we say the pioneering North from the pioneering North to the world. Congratulations to all winners. Could you please join me here? Let's take a picture with all the winners.
E vamos agora à nossa próxima sessão
Thank you, and let's move on now to the next session. Now, we will have the decarbonization category, and to give out the trophy to the winners, we invite the council member of Sebrae Tamar Manso and the vice president of CNI, Mr. Araújo.
Vamos conhecer então os finalistas da modalidade.
Shall we take a look at the competitors? Small businesses, the National Innovation Prize 2026. Decarbonization, small business. The finalists are Hyper, Amazon, Kira, Isoblock. Okay, so now let's find out who the winner was. Decarbonization, small businesses. Isoblock. Congratulations. To receive the award, we invite Carlos Henrique França, representing Isoblock.
E agora vamos à modalidade médias empresas
And
dessa
now,
categoria.
medium-sized companies in this category. Let's take a look at them. National Innovation Prize 2026, Decarbonization, medium-sized companies. The finalists are Protium, Preci Aço, and 3E Solutions. Now that we've found out who the finalists are, let's see. The award, medium-sized companies, goes to Ricasso. To receive the prize in this category, we would like to invite Mr. Manuel Patrício de Medeiros Neto to join us on stage.
E agora vamos para o prêmio de
And now the
Decarbonization
Decarbonization Award, large companies on the screen. National Innovation Award 2026, category Decarbonization, large companies. The finalists are Natura, Whirlpool, and Tutti Pasti. Okay, so now let's see who the award goes to. Decarbonization large companies. The winner is Tutiplasti. And to receive the award, Mr. Cláudio Antônio Parrella.
Parabéns a todos os vencedores dessa categoria.
Congratulations to our winners in this category. Let's listen to them in an instant, and right after that, we'll have the official photograph being taken. Good evening to all. Thanks to CNI for this beautiful ceremony. It's a beautiful award to be getting, and it's very important that we are here to represent Tutiplasti. Getting this award is something that honors Tutiplasti, a company from the Amazon. It recognizes the strength of a region that has the ability to transform. With our biocompounds in the Amazon, we're contributing to the decarbonization of society in a sustainable way. What's most important to us is knowing that we are building more sustainable and inclusive chains, creating a positive impact for the Amazon communities. None of this would have been possible without the collaboration of universities, research centers, FINEP, and traditional communities. The award is also given to everyone who believed in us. We're celebrating more than an achievement. We are celebrating a sustainable future for the Amazon.
Boa noite a todos, a todas.
Good evening to everyone. It's an honor and a joy to take this innovation award to the state of Rio Grande do Norte. We are relatively small in size, but pioneering in our spirit. So I thank also and extend this tribute to my grandfather, who started out as a waste picker in working in recycling. My entire family worked in this area, and I hope that I can continue to take his legacy ahead, always promoting sustainability downstream and also upstream in my chain. Thank you very much.
Pessoal, boa noite.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, let me all invite you to get to know Isoblock. We've transformed the way houses are made, the way people live. We go far beyond concrete. We have decarbonized the civil construction chain in Brazil, and now we're actually going to Germany. You know, it's all about persistence. So I'm just like that. I am persistent, just like my team. So I would like to thank everyone who supported me. I couldn't have done it alone. I have team members who really helped me, and I am very thankful for having this team. I also thank the Lord, first of all, and all of our advocates and supporters in the state of Alagoas, which is our home state. EL, SEBRAE, CNI, SESI, and SEBRAE. So here are my heartfelt thanks to all of these institutions, and I hope that Isoblock one day will compete in the medium-sized and large-sized companies category. Congratulations to the winners. Now let's please take a photograph.
Seguimos adiante com a modalidade IA para produtividade.
Let's continue with the category IA for productivity. Now, to give out the trophy, we invite the representative of Pará, Alex Dias Carvalho, and also Mr. Sérgio Rissetti.
Vamos conhecer então os finalistas.
Let's get to know the competitors in the category Small Business AI for Productivity, the National Innovation Award 2026. AI for Productivity Small Businesses. The finalists are Sandora ML, Stroke-Matic, Trilha do Aprendiz. Now, let's find out who the winner was. Sandora ML. And to receive this award, I invite Cleifane Oliveira Silva.
Parabéns. E agora a categoria
Congratulations. And now, category IA for productivity, mid-sized companies. We have the nominees on screen. National Innovation Award 2026, IA for productivity category, mid-sized companies. Finalists, Aquarela, Catec, Technospeed. The finalists. Let's see who the winner is for mid-sized companies. Catec. And to receive the award, I invite to stage Reinaldo Santos. I'd like to invite you to come up to stage.
Parabéns. E vamos agora.
Congratulations. Now, let's move on to large companies in the AI category for productivity. National Innovation Award 2026, category AI for productivity. Large companies. Finalists, Biovet, Impasa, and Tupi. Now we know our finalists and the great winner for large companies. AI for productivity. Tupi.
Para receber o prêmio.
And to receive the award for this category, we invite to stage Mr. Daniel Moraes, representative of Tupi.
Parabéns a todos os vencedores da categoria.
Congratulations to all winners of the category IA for productivity. I'd like to invite you all to your speech and then take a final official photo. Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here on behalf of 2P. I'm going to tell you a brief story. 88 years ago, it's been competing in global markets based on its innovation capability. This is our first award in 88 years from the PNI. It's showing our digital maturity, but now more than this, it values 18,000 innovators that go to our units building our future. I'd like to congratulate the 2P team. Thank you. It is a great joy and emotion to take part of such important award. First of all, I'd like to thank the Lord and all the team that has believed in this dream, and thank our supporters who have encouraged us, that from the beginning have believed with us, the ILO, International Labour Organization, MDIR, MDA, all the ministries, Minister Paulo Teixeira, SEBRAE, CNI, that has encouraged us from the very beginning. The FIEPA system, the FIEPA of the state of Pará, and Senar. I should also thank my family who has dreamed and suffered along with me. And we should not fail to talk about those that will really be contemplated with the project carried out. All the riverbank families in this country, and who knows, from other countries as well. Those will be the great laureates and honorees. I'm very happy with this award. I am really moved from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to thank you all. I'm sure this will echo throughout the Amazon. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor and immense joy to be here tonight receiving this award. I've always believed in the power of social transformation of technology in the lives of people and my life. This is what we do at Sandora. We help companies listen to what their associates measure psychosocial risks and act in a guided way to turn the work environment into a healthy one to all. I thank everyone that have made this possible, all of those who are with me, everyone from Sandora Melina who's always believed and made this possible, and the innovation ecosystem of Alagoas, and also everyone I've met in the past few days that said they were supporting us and rooting for us. And thank you very much.
Agora vamos para a foto oficial dessa categoria.
Let's take the official photo.
Parabéns mais uma vez, obrigada.
Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Convidamos para retornar aos seus lugares para darmos continuidade à nossa
To
premiação.
continue with our award ceremony category, business digitization. To hand the trophy to the winners, we invite to stage the president of Embrapi, Álvaro Prata, representative of the board of SESI, Fausto Oliveira Jr., and councillor of SESI, Adriana Ferreira Faria.
Já vamos conhecer então os primeiros finalistas dessa categoria.
We are going to see the first finalist of this category. Business Digitization category. National Innovation Award 2026 category. business digitization, small businesses. Nominees are Laudos Tecnologias, Mulheres Conectadas, Mixads. Now, we have our finalists, and let's see who the winner is. Mixads.
Para receber o prêmio, representando o Mixads.
And the representative of Mixads is invited on stage, Mr. Eddie Medrado.
E agora vamos conhecer
now,
os representantes das médias
who the mid-sized finalists are in this digitization category. National Innovation Award 2026. Business digitization category, medium-sized companies. Finalists are Kemia Effluence, Montreal.
E quem será o vencedor?
And the winner is?
No telão.
On the screen.
Montreal.
Montreal.
E convidamos Lucas Zancoper Valério.
We invite Lucas Zancoper Valério, representative of Montreal, to receive the award.
Muito bem, vamos para as grandes empresas.
Excellent. Let's move on to large companies in the business digitization category. 2026 National Innovation Award category, large companies. Finalists, Vivix Vidros, Wilson Sons, and Zagonel. And the winner in this category is large companies, business digitization, Vivix Vidros. I'd like to invite Aristoteles Terceiro Neto, representative of Vivix Vidros, to get the award.
Muito bem, vamos ouvir agora umas breves palavras de cada dos vencedores.
Let's listen to the brief words of the winners now. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be representing Vivix, a northeastern company from Recife, Pernambuco state. This award goes to the team that now we have our conference in Pernambuco and Recife. It's called Radar. Everybody's there together. Everybody should be celebrating, talking about the results. Now we get the award. So it's a great joy to represent a company that has its main value, innovation. It is an award that we always share with our local innovation ecosystem. We have over 14 startups working with us, over 7 TICs working with us. Senai Pernambuco is here with us. People from UPR is here. It's a collective award that shows the power of our team in making a difference and actually conveying the value of innovation in every project that we deliver. And we put that from the strategic planning up to the day-to-day of people. This has brought great prestige to the company, has shown the proximity to our clients and partners. So I thank you for the acknowledgement to Vivix, our work, and our industrial transformation team, and also innovation. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone.
Aumentar pouquinho. Boa noite, pessoal.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank, on behalf of Montreal Technology, it's an honor to us once we are celebrating 40 years of history to receive such an important award. This acknowledgement is certainly a result of our daily efforts to turn knowledge into real results. And I'd first like to thank our associates who are the basis of what we have accomplished now, our clients who drive us to keep on evolving all the time. I'd like to thank the LACTEC Institute and Copel, generation and transmission company that have been very important to us, and also MedCap. In this project, we symbolize the fact that we imagine when we talk about innovation, where it's joint work, adding value, and having a practical result. Okay? So it's again an honor to receive this award on behalf of Montreal. I'd like to thank and say that we are more motivated than ever to keep on innovating. Thank you very much. God is good. When we think we feel that we have no power to keep on moving, He shows us that we should not give up. I'd like to thank my wife, who never let me go, and forgive me, my mother, my sister Deborah, who also has made this project to happen, the whole team involved in this project, partners. And I'd like to make a request. If each one of us, with our conditions, would help a startup, a company with advice, investment, giving some guidance, perhaps we'll have a better world. This is it.
Parabéns a todos os vencedores e agora nossa
Congratulations to all the winners, and now let's have our official photo.
Obrigada, parabéns mais uma vez.
Thank you. Congratulations once again. We move on with the category renewable resources. We start with the small businesses. To deliver the trophy to the winners, we invite to the stage a technical Rio Grande do Norte Sebrae from Costa, Vice President of CNI, Leonardo de Castro.
Vamos conhecer os finalistas, então.
And the nominees are 2026 National Innovation Award, categories Renewable Resources, Small Businesses. Finalists, Nanoscoping, Nilo by Lisis, and Sabor de Coco. And our finalists on the screen, and the award goes to Small Businesses, category Renewable Resources, Nilo by Lisis.
Convidamos para subir ao palco Ana Maria da
Silva. And we invite Ana Maria da Silva, accompanied by the local innovation agent Cleidiana Aparecida Scarce, very excitedly joining her. So it's great support throughout the process.
Parabéns, lindo ver.
Congratulations. Beautiful to see such joy. Moving on in this renewable resources categories, medium-sized companies. National Innovation Award 2026. Renewable resources category, medium-sized companies. Finalist BQ Mill, Melhoramentos Serra Verde. So we have our nominees that are quite anxious to know who the winner is in this category. Melhoramentos. We'd like to invite to stage Mr. Mário Rashid Abirached Neto.
Parabéns. E vamos agora à
Now
categoria
we move to the category Renewable Resources for Large Companies.
Nacional de Inovação 2026.
National Innovation Award 2026, category Renewable Resources Large Companies. Finalists are Baterias Moura, Natura, and Vale. So we have our finalists on the screen, and the award for the Renewable Resources category for large companies goes to Moura Batteries.
Para receber o prêmio, recebemos agora Thiago Melo.
Thiago Melo is invited on stage to receive the award.
Parabéns e convido agora os vencedores para uma breve fala, começando com o Thiago.
Bom, boa noite a
Good
todos.
evening, everyone. It's a great joy to be representing the company Moura Batteries. We are over 7,000 associates who believe that innovation technology is key for us to have a really sustainable future and a sustainable business. This is not only related to the products we launch to the market, but how we manufacture them, how we use natural resources to deliver our solutions. The project we submitted here is related to that. It's an ecosystem that we have created of recycling our batteries, of reverse logistics, and use of renewable energy. From end to end, we're talking about technology, sustainability, innovation, the processes and products. I thank you all very much. It's an honor to be here and to receive this award representing Moura Batteries. Thank you very much. Well, the awarded project is a new business unit with a new plant that brings to Brazil a new packaging technology that was not available in Brazil until now. This has only been made possible thanks to the support of hundreds and hundreds of colleagues with hard and restless work that allowed me on their behalf to receive this award. Thank you very much, guys. Additionally, I'd like to thank FINEP as a great enabler for this project, Mr. Wilson Lelis and his team from there, Invest Minas, great support, represented by Felipe Horta and his team. Of course, Sebrae CNI for the acknowledgement. Thank you very much.
Boa noite, pessoal.
Good evening, everyone. Well, our project was born from a personal pain. My daughter was in an oncological treatment and she couldn't eat anything. As a researcher, I started with a small experiment in my own kitchen. I I made ice cream out of tilapia protein. With this prize, I am honoring the name of my daughter, Ana Paula de Silva Leonel, and my granddaughter. Well, my daughter has had gestational breast cancer, and a granddaughter was born out of the suffering of my daughter. With this prize, I honor my daughter and I thank Clejanis Carsi. She believed in our work, and all members of the organization. Uh, we received such a warm welcome from them, and to everyone from Sebrae, Paraná, and my husband that never left my side, and my son-in-law. He was our first angel investor, and to everyone who helped us, even in the worst of times. That's why we're here. So I wish all women who are present here, whether researchers or not, to stand up because I have something to say to you. Women, we need chaos in our lives so that we can give birth to a dancing star. Trust your potential and never forget about your dreams. March forward, because when you have a purpose, the universe is going to conspire in your favor. Thank you.
Parabéns e convido agora.
Congratulations to the winners. And now, an official photograph. So much emotion, so much emotion.
Enquanto a gente faz essa foto, eu vou.
In the meantime, I would like to ask all winners to come up on stage for the official picture of this edition. All award winners from all categories, please come and join me on stage. With this official photograph, with this group of people on stage, we thank all of you, the CNI, National Confederation of Industry, and the Brazilian Service of Support to Micro and Small Enterprises, SEBRAE. Thank everyone for their presence in the 9th edition of the National Innovation Award. Today, we celebrate organizations, ecosystems, and professionals who are turning challenges into solutions, from decarbonization to artificial intelligence, from digitalization to renewable resources, strengthening Brazil's competitiveness and sustainable development. and they are here representing these efforts. So our special recognition goes to the authorities who participated in this ceremony, symbolizing the partnership and institutional commitment that make this initiative possible. Partnerships are necessary. They make things work out. Congratulations to the nominees and winners. May innovation continue to be the path to a more productive, sustainable, and future-proof Brazil. CNI and SEBRAE believe that you are, all of you who enrolled, you are an encouragement for other companies, showing the immense potential that Brazil has to transform itself from innovation. We thank everyone who's following us on CNI's YouTube. A big hand to everyone.
Bom, ficamos por aqui, agradecemos a participação.
This is where we end. Thanks for everyone who watched here in person, and you're invited to the cocktail party. And see you at the next edition of the National Innovation Awards.
Finalizou mesmo, né, pessoal?